Your job reaches the entrance way. Get out.
When kids lead cops on a wild chase, it's like a scene straight out of a movie. But what really goes down when kids take police on a high-speed ride?
Take him! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Here are several instances when kids take police on a high-speed chase. Starting with the case of this 14-year-old boy in a stolen car who led deputies on a wild chase through several neighborhoods.
1050 at the end of the street. 1050.
Get on the... Drop it! Hands up! Get down!
On March the 11th, 2024, Fayette County deputies spotted a silver Honda Civic, a vehicle reported stolen earlier that morning in DeKalb County. The deputies moved in to pull the car over, unaware that a 14-year-old suspect was behind the wheel. Unbeknownst to the deputies, the 14-year-old suspect had a fantasy. He was a devoted fan of Most Wanted, and as the deputies closed in, he saw this as his chance to turn the chase into his favorite video game.
Right on Rama. Just going right. 1050 Oakley. 1050. Continue straight, he hit the stop sign. Passing Hopeton Terrace. Someone stay at the entrance. He's going to try to come back around.
At this time, the schools were about to let out, and the suspect was driving recklessly through a neighborhood, a situation the deputies had to handle with extreme caution.
1050 at the end of the street. Going through a yard, coming back out. The 46, move out. We're almost back to the entrance.
Despite evading capture for a while, the suspect didn't realize he was about to mess up, a mistake that would ruin his getaway plan.
1050.
Show your hands! Hands up! Put your hands up! Get on the ground! Drop it! Hands up! Get down! Get on the ground! Get away from that gun! Put your hands up!
The officer went ahead and arrested him, ending his real-life video game. Thankfully, no one got hurt during the whole thing. In the end, he was taken to jail, where he was charged with theft by receiving, fleeing, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and possession of a firearm by a minor. He also faced additional charges in DeKalb County. As crazy as that sounds, it's nothing compared to these 3 teenage carjacking suspects who led Seattle police on a high-speed chase.
Bailing!
On December the 19th, 2023, Seattle police officers responded to reports of multiple carjackings and a robbery in Seattle, Washington. Witnesses had observed 3 juvenile males fleeing the scene in a stolen gray Hyundai SUV. Responding swiftly, Seattle police officers initiated a pursuit, chasing the suspects through the Alki neighborhood and onto the West Seattle Bridge. With the officers on their trail, the suspects had a clear objective: outrun the law and find safety. However, unbeknownst to them, the officers were determined not to let them slip through their fingers. Realizing that the suspects might not stop voluntarily, the officers opted for strategic intervention. They deployed spike strips to deflate the tires.
Back step deployed. Good hit.
At this point, they had to switch from a car chase, but it was all in vain.
Bailing. Get down. Get down. You know you've been recorded. You're detained for robbery, eluding.
All right, lay down, flat. You can put your hands down. Put your hands out to your sides.
They were arrested and taken to jail, where they were charged with robbery, possession of a stolen vehicle, and attempting to elude police. And if you thought that was enough for Seattle, meet these two boys aged only 12 and 13 who instigated a high-speed chase with the police after stealing a car at
Get out of the car!
Take him! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
On February the 13th, 2024, officers responded to reports of two boys walking around with their in the area of Aurora Avenue North and North 88th Street. During the investigation, they received a call from a woman who reported being carjacked in the Greenwood neighborhood. She recounted the event in which two suspects tapped on her windows, brandishing a firearm and demanding her vehicle. She told police she gave them her Subaru Outback and her belongings. Moments later, a man called and recounted a similar encounter, where he was approached by two boys wielding demanding his car. He refused to give the suspects anything, and one of them fired a into the air before getting into what appeared to be the car from the first carjacking and leaving the scene. Shortly after both incidents, the Seattle police located the Subaru Outback near North 125th and Aurora Avenue North and decided to pull it over. However, that was not something the suspects were willing to comply with, escalating the situation further.
Westbound 82. Alright, we've got him lit up. Starting.
Approaching Winona and Aurora, about 75th Aurora, still southbound, 75 miles an hour.
Yeah, that front wheel's disabled. Be ready for it.
The officers thought they had cornered them, but little did they know the brothers had other ideas in mind.
Get out of the car! Don't run! Hands! 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 He's gonna... Oh, they got my fire! Stop! Stop! I got right! Stop the... Stop, please! Stop! Let me see your hands! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Here! Take him! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Now! Get on the ground! Stay down! Your hands up! On your stomach! Now! On your stomach! Do not move!
Despite their attempts to flee on foot and discard their firearms, the long arm of the law prevailed. They were both arrested and charged with robbery and unlawful possession of a firearm. Although that was scary, it was nothing compared to this 14-year-old car thief who got caught after a rollover crash.
I copy vehicle signal 4.
You better stop, you little...
You better stop!
On December the 9th, 2018, police officers responded to a call involving a suspected car thief. The thief, later identified as a 14-year-old boy, had managed to grab keys from Golden Oldies Auto Sales in Hudson and used those same keys to steal one of their cars. The officers located him on US 19 and were not ready to let him leave. However, the boy hit the gas, attempting to escape, setting the stage for a high-speed pursuit.
It's a dark gray Mazda 6 driven by a black male.
I'm sorry, Star 14, did you advise you were 1031 or just in case you go 1031?
I'll be calling out if it goes though. Just a black male driver.
Star 11, I'm going to try and stop him. He's going to try and run.
Did you advise you are trying to stop it? I'm sorry, I have background.
Yes, there's a unit right in front of him. We're 1031 southbound 19.
We have 10-3, 1033, check from starting instructions 1031.
The getaway plan seemed perfect to the suspect, but little did he know it was about to be cut short. Another officer tried to deploy stop sticks on the road, ready to end the chase.
Southbound 19. Cruiser 65, looks like he's crashing here in front of the Waffle House.
Star 11, signal 4, fire rescue.
Despite the seriousness of the crash, the suspect was not ready to be busted.
Go signal 4.
You better stop, you little You better stop! I'm gonna tase you! I'm gonna tase you, you mother... Star 11, you got one. Come on. Get out now!
Nice.
You know, if they are 10-12, I'll slow down.
Good job.
Start 33, work 10-12.
Let me pat him real quick.
Copy 10-12, 115, 563.
The chase didn't last long. He was arrested and taken to jail where he was charged with grand theft and criminal mischief. The suspect has never been issued a driver's license. Similar to this case, there's this 10-year-old boy in Ohio who led police on a dangerous high-speed chase that lasted over 20 miles.
One car as gently as possible.
He's out, 31, 30. Break the window, clear, break the window. He's up.
On October the 26th, 2017, a man called 911 and reported that a young boy was swerving in and out of traffic and had almost run several vehicles off the road. He also said a woman was following him in a red SUV. A woman also called 911 and said the boy appeared to be driving around 90 miles per hour. 3 Westlake officers tried to stop the 2004 Toyota Avalon along the interstate and followed it for more than 15 miles at high speeds. Little did they know, the boy was enjoying his second joyride in 2 weeks.
He's driving down the berm, he's driving down the berm. He's driving down the berm, he's gonna go in, moving. He's been route from the each is maybe about 15 minutes. Block him in here, do not let him get by you, block him in.
At this point, the driver had veered off the road to avoid driving over stop sticks, and the officers did not seem ready to allow him to re-enter the road.
He's off-road, driving down the ditch. We're not going to let him get back on the highway. Traffic is stopped behind us. He's going to bottom out there sooner or later. Don't let him back on the road. How fast is he going? He's on the shoulder in the grass, right in the ditch. We got 8 patrol cars here keeping him off the road. Can you advise on intentional contact to stop him? Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. He almost rolled it over down the ditch there. One car as gently as possible. He's out, 31, he's out. Yes, fine.
Roll down the window.
Break the window.
Roll down. Roll down.
Get out of the car.
Roll down, dude.
The boy was arrested and taken to the Cuyahoga County Juvenile Justice Center and released to his mother. And if you thought that was scary, wait until you meet these 2 teens in a stolen Hyundai.
Good job reading the entrance way.
Get out.
On May the 7th, 2024, Whitehall police received a call about two teens stealing a car. They immediately requested assistance from Columbus police to pursue the stolen vehicle. At this time, the suspects drove recklessly to evade the police, frequently changing lanes and leaving the road to overtake other cars. Several patrol cars were pursuing the stolen vehicle, but the teens had no intention of stopping.
Did you turn the Clark Road back westbound? Westbound Clark Road. He's just making a U-turn. We're going to go southbound on Georgia. South on Georgia. 631 up on 640.
Thank you.
Yeah, for 604 PCS as well. I want to figure it out.
604 channel 3.
As the chase continued, the suspects were proving to be experienced drivers on the road.
Back eastbound on line from Northville, eastbound line. I'm reading the way when it's fixed. Go to B north, Demers. Signal is north now, I think. Yeah, northbound. Just like, dude, I got sick over my eyes. Right? He's going to be inside of this, shopping mall, back out on the Demers.
Despite being hit, the suspect was not in a position to give up. His determination to evade capture remained intact.
Let's blow through here. Go through it.
Take me eastbound.
See, I can't see. Got through all this.
Trying to look when you head towards Harrisburg Pike here.
I can't see, bro. How did you make it through all this? Ran it all over.
The chase had been ongoing for a while now, and the stolen car had sustained heavy damage after hitting traffic cones on a construction road. It was at this point the officers decided to take advantage of the condition of the car to bring the pursuit to an end.
Are they agree on all of this place? 6315 in Riverbend.
Your job reaches the entranceway to the Football Stadium. Your left, Mount Street, or southbound.
Get out, get out.
Back to
The officers took the teens into custody, where it was learned that they had a history of stolen cars. They were charged with grand theft auto and locked in juvenile detention to face the consequences of their repeated criminal behavior. While this teen's case was pure theft, it wasn't exactly the same for Tiffany, who found herself in a pretty tight spot.
He was screaming at me, go, 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 you dumb bitch, just go, I can't.
And who was that? Who was that?
On April the 11th, 2022, an officer in an unmarked squad car noticed the vehicle in front of him had a significant crack on the front windshield. So he flashed his lights and the car drove into the rear, but what happened next wasn't standard pullover procedure. With the car over to the side, the police officer expected the driver of the vehicle to step on the brakes, but instead, the driver hit the gas. And although the cop didn't know the reason for this, he knew he had a chase on his hands, and he was well prepared for it. The chase lasted more than 5 minutes and involved the suspect going through a parking lot and driving past stop signs. It was rather uneventful, and the cop had no problems following the vehicle, which brought more suspicion as to what the driver was trying to do. But shortly after, the vehicle drives into an open field, and the cop gets some much-needed answers to his questions.
I got one stopped by mall furniture. I got a blue male in a sweatshirt bailing. He's heading towards Central. Stay in the car, hands up! Male's heading towards Central.
Sorry. Oh, gee, why'd you run?
Get back in the car!
A man runs off with a bag in his hands, leaving behind another man and a woman who are now suspects. It's now 2 against 1, and although the cop has a gun in his hands, he doesn't know what the suspects have in theirs.
Just keep your hands out where I can see him, ma'am. Put it down. Hey, Corey, who was the guy? Tell me now. Ma'am, who was that? You know who it is. I'm not playing these games. Just tell me who it is. Everything will be all right.
The suspects deny knowing the man previously in the car with them, and that was an immediate red flag for the police, who now had a backup unit with him. To know the full extent of the case, they first had to detain the suspects, and that came with its worries, as they didn't know what to expect.
Corey, hands up! Step out of the vehicle. Turn away from me. Walk backwards, Corey. Hands up! Keep walking. Walk to the right, Corey. Keep sidestepping. Sidestep, 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 sidestep.
I'll take over, Jake. Stop.
Ma'am, hands out of the vehicle. Put the cigarette out.
Turn around. Keep turning around. Okay, stop.
Both hands up. Drop your cigarette. Drop everything out of your hands.
Put your hands behind your back. Leave them there. Don't move. Who's the guy that ran?
I don't know.
You know who it is who ran.
I do not know.
With the male suspect detained, they try to detain the female suspect, and she does something that makes her very valuable to the case.
All right, ma'am, step out of the vehicle. Arms up. Put your phone down. Just drop it with your just drop it. All right. Turn away from me. Turn away from me. Hands up. Keep walking backwards. Walk backwards. Keep coming to the sound of my voice. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Stop. Sidestep to your right. Sidestep to your right. Keep sidestepping. Keep sidestepping. Keep sidestepping. Landon.
Yeah. All right, keep going to your right. Couple more steps to your right. Keep your hands up. Okay, walk backwards. Pull your shirt up above your waistline, then turn around for me. 360. Okay, walk backwards toward me. Keep walking back. Okay, I want you to go down to your knees. Okay, stay right there. Put your hands behind your back. Don't move. Who is the person that ran? Devin.
The female suspect instantly gives the name of the runaway suspect, and as she displays willingness to cooperate with the cops, they proceed to further question on why they didn't pull over, who the runaway man was, and most importantly, what was in the bag.
So I went to go pull over.
Yeah, I saw you initially. Looked like
Yeah,
you were
then I
crying.
wanted to, and then he yanked my wheel. And he was screaming at me, go, 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 you dumb bitch, just go. I can't.
And who was that? Who was that?
That was Devin.
Devin?
Okay, so initially we thought we were cousins, but we're not.
Okay.
And we've been kind of having like a friendship type thing, and it's just not going well. All we do
Like
is
a friend relationship type thing?
Yeah, all we do is argue and stuff. So we were literally arguing
Yeah,
all
that's not
over
healthy.
because I asked him to come with me to Point
Okay.
so that I could give my boyfriend a stab in the back. And
sure.
he kept screaming at me, and he was like, I'm not going nowhere with you, da da da. He started screaming at me, the cops, there, the cop, go, 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 and I didn't want to go, I wanted to pull over.
Tiffany explains that Devin, the guy who ran off, forced her to drive off, and the other male was her boyfriend. During questioning though, the cops noticed something off about her demeanor, and they soon discover the underlying nature of the chase.
Anything in his backpack, you know, you're not in trouble for, but what did he have in there?
I don't know.
Tiffany, you know, like, come on.
Some stuff like a scale and things.
Some scale for, like, what, for what?
Weight and drug and stuff.
Okay, what's the drug of choice, meth? Are you sick with anything? Do you struggle?
Yeah,
when
struggle.
you use some,
There's a lot of stuff in there, I can tell you.
is there any meth?
No, I mean, there's pipes and clean springs.
Are you okay though? Like, you're not hurt or nothing?
I'm physically normal.
Just emotionally kind of wrecked?
Yeah, I have really bad emotions. I have really bad anxiety and stuff.
I really, like I said, I'm not going to yell at you for that, but that was really painful.
I know I didn't want to do it. I never do that. I can't.
I'll get you through this. All right, I'm just going to close this for a second because I just got to.
Please.
I'll get you your cigarettes, okay?
Tiffany and Devin have a history of drug use and would do anything to be able to continue. The cops have all their facts right, and now they have to make the arrest, but that involves finding Devin. With the help of K9 units, he is traced to a shed where tempers are quite high, as the cops know he can be quite unpredictable.
Going that way? Okay, I would need you to be my cover. Northfield Police, K9! Track will be surrendered! Come out! You won't be back! Final warning! Northfield Police, K9! Stay right there!
Walk my way. Get through the fence and turn around. Walk backwards a little bit. Get down on your knees. Keep your hands up above your head, okay?
The cops now had Devin in their custody, but apart from his right shoe, something was missing. The backpack filled with
3-9, we located a shoe. Here. Oh, we found it. There you go.
Where? It was in the back corner. Just kind of buried it. That would be where somebody would put it if they were hiding it probably out. Sweet.
Devin and Tiffany were charged with similar crimes, including possession of and paraphernalia, with Tiffany getting a vehicle operator flee charge. She appeared to be a victim in this whole situation, but only a month after this, she was charged again with multiple crimes, this time including armed robbery. It is worth noting though that in all of this, Tiffany remained reasonably cooperative with the police officers and answered any questions they asked. Then there is this very unusual case involving two suspects. August 2nd, 2022, two cops were out on a routine patrol, and after running a vehicle's plate number, they discovered it was connected to a so they lit up their light bars to notify the driver to pull over, but they quickly discovered that they'd have to do much more than that.
24 RES. Speeds are approximately 64 miles per hour. We're on west on Maryland, approaching 41st. We're on the occupants. We're now going southbound into Charlotte Park. It's with the black Hyundai Sonata for Ari and shit.
With the high-speed chase taken into the park, the cops decreased their speed to persuade the suspect to ease a little, preventing damage to property or worse, humans. But they're about to discover that the suspect isn't easily persuaded.
Speeds are approximately 40 miles per hour. Still going in the park.
Now, far behind in the chase, the cops lose sight of them, but they hold on to their determination to find them, and that soon pays off.
Okay, he's now going west on Center Street around the Charlotte Boulevard to approximately 50. Roads are dry, traffic is light.
The cops located the suspects taking a right, and the chase was back on. This, combined with the light traffic, brought a sense of hope that they weren't going to lose the suspect again. But that was soon ruined as the suspects tried once again to evade the cops, this time though in a very unconventional manner.
Stop, police!
The cops spot two males running away from the parked vehicle, and as they split up to get them, the first cop puts his years of training to work.
Stop, police!
Without knowledge of what could be on the other side and with such heavy gear, the cop turned a homeowner's fence to a parkour site and kept on with the chase like nothing happened.
Stop, police! He's come back to the yard! He's come back to the yard! Turn around! Turn around! 1750. We don't want to custody.
With the suspect in custody, the police officer heads back to his car. But now, here's the twist. Still short of air from the chase, the suspect, maybe out of shock, does something very peculiar to this case.
I'll do it fast one. Yeah, I like that. I know. Kind of going. I know. UTTG. All the way. You ain't got to move like that, did you? I know. I play football. That's good. I'm fast.
77 North 44.
Yeah, you saw me. I know. Got the wrong one behind you. You right? Wrong one. You quick. I give you that. I'm just a little quicker. I can move my feet a lot more. Yeah, I know. I move my feet more. Just
a suspect compliments a cop for catching him. This interaction almost seemed too suspicious. And while this cop was showered with praise by this suspect, the second cop hadn't even seen the second suspect. But somewhere down the street, the second cop saw someone matching the suspect's description, and he wasn't gonna let this one out of his sight.
Let me figure it out.
Yeah, I'm trying to take your beater off, man.
What beater? I had a shirt on.
I was with her.
Hey,
Hey,
you wasn't.
I gotta pop that shit. Stop moving. All right, stop moving. Hold on. That's why you got the wrong person. 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 Behind your back. No. You got the wrong person. Put your hands behind your back. No. Both your hands.
With a taser pointed to the suspect's back, he knew the cops had their minds made up, and resisting any further could potentially make matters worse. So he gave up and was taken into custody. Meanwhile, at the other end, the first suspect heard news of his partner's arrest and had quite the reaction.
33 North 44.
They got one, y'all. Fucking run like a bitch with his white shit eyes.
12 minutes affirmative.
That nigga run like a bitch.
Interestingly enough, 5 months before this chase, the suspect was involved in another police chase and was given a 2-year probationary period. So he wasn't supposed to be driving when he got caught. In this case, he was charged with fleeing an officer and recklessly endangering safety.